schools have the RSP program. There's no doubt about that. But my thing is that I gotta take them out. I brought them from San Diego to Calexico, and then I brought them to El Centro. Now I'm gonna pull them out and bring them to Heber. So it's a little bit of, by the time he starts trusting the teachers, and he has significantly improved here in El Centro. Besides the point that I'm a single parent and I have a friend whose child goes to El Centro, and she helps me out with daycare and doesn't charge me. If I bring him to Heber, I'm going to have to pay for child care because I'm not going to leave him after school by himself till I get home because he's only 11 years old. And a lot is you cannot leave your child unless I believe he's 13 or older. And I can't afford to pay daycare. That's my, and I know your situation, that your hands are crossed, but I'm tied up myself too.
Yes, they do. They do have a program after school.
Uh-huh. They have an after-school program?
Yes.
Oh.
We've heard.
That's something that I wasn't aware of because they don't have it in El Centro.
How did, may I ask, Mr. Gutierrez, how did your son get to El Centro Elementary School?
Because I moved to El Centro with a friend. I was temporarily staying there. And then I moved to Heber, and for being such an honest person, making the switch, just in case of an emergency, they would reach me in my home and send me correspondence to my home. I made the change. If I would have known, I would have just kept the El Centro address, and I would have not been in this situation. But I understand that you guys are tied up, but if there's anything I could do, because I do it. I do it. But I'm going to look into the El Centro and see what the after-school program has to offer. I'm sorry.
That's what you would get.
Mr. Anderson?
Mr. Silva's, I didn't know Mr. Silva's letter. He says what is going out, but he has not said what is going in. I didn't understand.
I don't know, without a line by line for either one, I don't know.
So he doesn't mention that.
No.
And we find that out.
Well, in another year, there'll be a charter school opening in El Centro. And at that point, these tough cases, I think that'll be a recommendation. Parents will choose to, have their child in.
But if I just, I know that you guys, excuse me, that you're going to appeal it, but if I was to take it to the Supreme, because my concern is also him going to a new school and trusting the teachers and everything, and he's tried so hard and he's going to start from scratch, that I want him to feel comfortable around the teachers and the RSP teachers who have done a great job there at Desert Garden.
Where was he in school the year before?
I'm sorry?
Where was he in school the year
He
before?
went to Calexico at Main School. And prior to that, we lived in San Diego, so this is his second school year here in the Imperial Valley.
Maybe it's, again, someone mentioned that there are a number of parents in the youth district that might be very interested.
Yeah.
in
Okay. All right.
Right, we need a motion on this one.
I will.
Further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Here's Joanne, you did
Well, the same thing. I live in Hebrew, I visit the school, please. I work in El Centro. My mom is the one that cares for him. She lives in El Centro. And there's no way I would take him to school. He's ready to start kinder. And I work in Valley Casa, so I'm gone. And my great concern is that he knows that we live in Hebrew, but my mom cares for him in El Centro. And he's already asking, what school we're going to go to. And kind of far.
You have a motion?
I'll make the
Second? discussion? Those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries.
I'm sure get involved in the other parents if you can. Because this has been going on long enough, what, 3 years? I think we've been running this. And it's time that we come to the head. Because these parents have legitimate needs, and we're having to deny them because of an existing law. Frankly, laws need to be changed if they're not working. This is one of those that's not working.
That's the supreme irony of what's called a district of choice. Choice implies an element of parental choice. And in fact, here the district is saying parent no way. It's really ironic. Fortunately, the state has seen fit to not permit additional school districts to become districts of choice. If this ever sunsets, few things ever sunset
Yeah.
permanently. It would be nice if this one did.
Well, it would be nice, or it would be nice if the school district looked things a little differently. That would be helpful. All right, number 9, presentations, Ed Zone now.
So I'm going to be talking to you today about, I'll try to be brief, but the new tools that we've developed for today's classroom. And so talking about the evolution of computing, we've kind of gone from this standalone computer years ago where you have the tablet community, or just have an investment computing, and that was all they've done, to network computing where they've all created this network where they start communicating with each other and we can get information from different computers to in a single area to the internet, which brought that networking to a global scale where you can go in and pull information from basically anywhere in the world. You go on the web, if you're pulling information from the BBC or some news source in Japan, you're getting that information from all over the world. So now it's developing into what they call the Web 2.0, and I'll explain a little bit more about what that is. Well, really the differences are with the internet, you have the one-to-many communication where a person is creating content like a website that many people are coming to visit, but it's really one author. One of the issues really was the skills needed to be able to create the content. So if you wanted to create a web page, of course the technology has changed quite a bit and it's easier to create websites, but in the beginning, and still it's not just something you can go in and say, here's my website, you type it in, there it is. You still need some skills in order to do that. Well, the Web 2.0 is taking that a step further in that it is a one-to-many communication. So you're creating content and many people are coming to see it, as well as a many-to-many communication where many people are creating and editing the same content and many people are seeing it. And that content really is easily created. So you don't have to know programming like HTML and ASP and all those different types of programming languages in order to create content. It's almost like typing in a word processor. You go into a form, type your stuff in there, hit submit, and now you have content that's posted on the web that anybody can see. So some examples of Web 2.0 types of tools include things like blogs. And on the public internet, we have tools that are available like Blogger and EduBlogs. There are also wikis, which Wikipedia and MediaWiki, podcasting, which is a huge kind of phenomenon that's happening all throughout education. We're taking lectures, recording them, and then kids are downloading them onto their MP3 players or iPods, and they're listening to educational content. And you have some places that are on the public internet to do that. And video hosting, things like YouTube. You always see things on the news about YouTube or Google Video. So those are kind of some examples of these Web 2.0 types of tools that are very easy to create and publish content to the internet. So some of the challenges that we face are that within education, that those Web 2.0 tools